Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 7th edition of the Save the Crew vlog. No time to screw around today, so let's get right into it. P.S. Vlog is a combination of the word video and the word blog. Together it's vlog. Today's topic is this: 6 questions for Anthony Precourt. An opportunity to set the record straight. What a rare treat, right? As they say, the truth will set you free, so here we go. Number 1. One of the talking points that's been circulated from MLS, and the only one for which public data exists, is how attendance is so low in Columbus compared to the rest of the league. Yet analysis of announced attendance data seems to show that Columbus is one of the league leaders in year-over-year organic attendance growth that doesn't rely on a shiny new stadium being built. This holds true for both the last 5 years, 2012 to 2016, and the last 10 years, 2006 to 2016. Given this demonstrated growth, which clearly shows a city whose demand for your product is increasing even after 23 years, why abandon Columbus? Number 2, you have stated time and again your ambition to be among the league leaders while citing measurables such as attendance. Why then, Anthony, do you propose building a stadium in Austin whose capacity is no larger than Mafre Stadium, thereby ensuring that your new team will rank in the bottom half of attendance in Major League Soccer? You talk of ambition, but if your plans come to fruition, you're going to be left with ambition that is not satisfied. What's up with that? Number 3, you stated in a press conference in October that there would be parallel paths moving forward in helping to identify the future home of the Columbus Crew. Yet since that time, the only public events, the only public statements, and the only stadium renderings have all taken place in Austin, Texas. There's even that MLS to ATX website that your company created that's holding public events in Austin to this day. Meanwhile, here in Columbus, there's been no engagement of our supporters and no stadium renderings released showing a bright new shiny stadium here at home. So the question is, are you still following the parallel paths strategy, or have you made the decision to move this team to Austin? If that decision has not already been made, when can we expect to see actions in Columbus similar to those that have been taking place in Austin? You remember Columbus, right? That pesky city that won't go away, that's been the foundation of this league for the past 23 years. Number 4, statements have been made and claims have been put out there frequently by both Precourt Sports Ventures and Major League Soccer in regards to Columbus being at or near the bottom of the league in various business metrics. The problem is these statements, these claims are being made on the basis of data that has not been made publicly available, and independent analysis of the data that is available seems to have casted doubt upon the conclusions you and your league has reached. Assuming that you won't agree to an independent audit of this data, tell me why potential partners, sponsors, or investors should believe your statements moving forward in the future. In other words, this is one of those don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining kind of situations. You say you have data. Let's see it. Number 5, in the latest list of Fortune 1000 companies that was released in 2016, there's one company on that list that calls Austin home. Columbus? Well, it checks in with 10 companies. So if Columbus has more economic activity than Austin, why is it that you believe it will be easier to find corporate support by moving this team? Do you have access to data that we don't? Do you know something that we don't know? If you do, let's hear it. What you got? Number 6, in any ranking of team performance from a business perspective, there will always be teams at the bottom of that list. Are the owners of those teams in the future justified in trying to find new cities every time that their team creeps into the bottom 3, 5, 10, 12? Or is there some threshold that Columbus crossed beyond just the available data that we've seen? If so, what was that threshold, and why is it the fault of the city and not of the ownership of that team? Finally, number 7, you've stated before that Columbus's continuing business metric failure is one of the reasons why you can't see yourself investing money in Columbus moving forward. I have to ask, were these business metrics this bad when you bought the team in 2013? If they were, Why'd you make the decision to invest in a team that was performing so poorly? If they weren't this bad, what kind of credibility do you think you have when you say that the poor performing business is now the fault of the customers and not of the ownership? Why is it that now the problems are our fault, the fault of the market, and not the fault of the guy who took the team into worst business metric standing? Keeping in mind that in 2013, Columbus was in the middle of a business or attendance spike since the low year of 2011. So the trend in that data point, at any rate, was significantly positive. Furthermore, in 2013, Toronto's average attendance was around 18,000. San Jose, still playing at Buckshaw, had an average attendance of 13,000. Chivas USA was averaging 8,000, while New England was averaging 15,000. So in 2013, Columbus averaged 12th out of 19 teams in attendance. If we're supposed to believe that the rank of 20th out of 22 teams is now the problem, that problem happened during your watch. Taking those 19 teams forward to 2016 and realizing that there were only 18 teams due to Chivas folding at that time, Columbus had dropped to 14th out of 18 teams, even though the average attendance had improved from 16,000 to over 17,000 people per game. The two teams that pulled ahead of Columbus in that time were San Jose, who opened a new stadium, and New England, who have been quietly one of the stars of the league in organic attendance increases. So again, I ask, why are these poor performances that we've seen all of a sudden due to the market itself, and not due to the choices that you've made since you took over the team? So to recap, here's your opportunity to set the record straight. I know all of us here in Columbus look forward to hearing back from you. Hell, we just look forward to hearing from you at all. Thank you for watching, and save the crew.
The future of Columbus and the future of the Columbus Crew SC are tied together. We need each other to succeed.